Hi, this is G from Native Speakers Academy, and welcome to another edition of 10-Minute English, the series where we challenge you to think a little bit about the world around about you and all the things that are happening in it. We do this by introducing short educational articles in English from the recent news or from around the internet. There are a lot of great creative writers out there. These short episodes are for upper intermediate and advanced level students. That means B2 and C1 in the Common European Framework. And I have had some feedback from students and teachers as well, who both say they have found these short videos challenging, which I think is a good thing, because without a challenge we don't really get anywhere. The article that we are going to have a look at today, I can pull it up on the screen for you, has the title Tools and Techniques for Propaganda and Internet Deception. What does that mean? You will see in a moment. If you would like to check out and support the things that we have been doing recently, then you can visit our home site, which is www.nsa-slovakia.com. That is our Center for Educational Theory and Research. Please explore it and use the search box to refine your searches. What else can I tell you? I can point you in the direction of our YouTube channel, where we have hundreds of videos posted on a variety of different educational topics. Please feel free to check out the John Taylor Gatto series, the Classic Rants and Speeches series. I would really like you to have a look at the presentation on how to raise a child peacefully, how to avoid aggression in parenting. You might also want to browse through the boards on our Pinterest site. We now have over 300 different pins and infographics related to information around education. Explore these ideas individually. Just click on an image to pull up more information. So here's something on how does the brain retain information. This is, I think, really good background information for people studying and learning. It's something that we all should know something about. But the reason why we're here is to get through an article. And so here it is, Tools and Techniques for Propaganda and Internet Deception. As usual, I have highlighted all the key words, phrases, and just interesting things. In yellow, you can pause the video and check the vocabulary before, or you can guess from the context. If you are working on the vocabulary, I recommend typing into Google, define, followed by the word you are looking for. Here's one I prepared earlier. Artificial. Modern meaning, made or produced by human beings, rather than occurring naturally, typically as a copy of something natural, If you go to the online etymology dictionary and you type in artificial, what you find is that the original meaning was made by man, being the opposite of natural. Interesting how the definition has moved, has slid through time to mean something else, something slightly different from its original meaning. Before we get into this article too much, you are going to need some background information. The background information can be found on the wonderful Wikipedia site. Firstly, there are some terms you will need to understand. GCHQ means Government Communications Headquarters. What this is, the Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ, is a British intelligence and security organisation responsible for providing signals intelligence, SIGINT, and information assurance to the British government and armed forces. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see their base, their interesting shape for their building. Also, there is a section of the GCHQ that is titled JTRIG, JTRIG, and this is the Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group. An innocuous name, but if we look at what exactly this is, the Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group is a unit of the Government Communications Headquarters, the British Intelligence Agency. The existence of JTRIG was revealed as part of the global surveillance disclosures by NBC News in documents leaked by the former National Security Agent's contractor Edward Snowden. More interestingly, we will highlight the scope of JTRIG's mission includes using dirty tricks to destroy, deny, degrade, disrupt enemies by discrediting them and planting misinformation and shutting down their communications. What a lovely bunch of people. Known as effects operations, the work of JTRIG has become a major part of GCHQ operations, had become a major part of GCHQ's operations by 2010. The slides in the released information also disclose the deployment of honey traps of a sexual nature by British agents. Isn't it wonderful what government does with our money? So, the article by Pierluigi Paganini begins. Sorry for the long introduction, but I think the background information is necessary here. So, we have set the scene. Let's get to the main information. The JTRIG unit of British GCHQ intelligence agency has designed a collection of applications that were used to manipulate for internet deception and surveillance, including the modification of the results of the online polls. Doesn't say which polls. I can imagine these are basically all polls. The hacking tools have the capability to disseminate fake information, for example, artificially increasing the counter of visit for specific websites, and could also be used to censor video content judged to be extremist. I love that word, extremist. It doesn't even define anything at all. It's such a general term. And think about it, if they can hack all of this communications data and change sets of information, what would stop them hacking a voting machine, for example? What would stop them hacking a computer that was compiling information about votes? Nothing. Yeah. The presentation details the list of tools designed by the JTRIG, which were used for the internet surveillance and also for PSYOPs, that's psychological operations, by manipulating and distorting online political discourse and disseminating state propaganda. Sounds like an Orwellian nightmare. And we trust these people to let us do what we want. This post provides a complete list of JTRIG capabilities as we understand them at the moment. I'm sure their skills are ever developing. They can change the outcome of online polls. Project Underpass. A mass delivery of email messaging to support an information operations campaign. Badger. Mass delivery of SMS messages to support an information operations campaign. Warpath. This is war on the people. Disruption of video-based websites hosting extremist content through concerted target discovery and content removal. Operation Silverlord. You're free to do anything that we allow you to do. Active Skype capability, provision of real-time call records, Skype out and Skype to Skype, and bidirectional instant messaging. Also contact lists, miniature hero. Wonder if they get to pick and choose these names themselves. They probably have special meetings for them. Find private photographs of targets on Facebook. Nothing's private on Facebook, so who cares? Called Operation Spring Bishop. I wonder what photographs the bishops will be looking for. A tool that will permanently disable a target's account on their computer. Angry Pirate. An ability to artificially increase traffic to a website. Gateway. An ability to inflate page views on websites. Slipstream. Nothing is real anymore. Amplification of a given message, normally video, on popular multimedia websites. YouTube called Gestator. Targeted denial of service against web servers. Predator's face. And distributed denial of service using P2P, peer-to-peer, built by ICTR, no idea what that is, deployed by JTRIG, Rolling Thunder. A suite of tools for monitoring target use of the UK auction site eBay, so that they can buy their Christmas presents early, probably, called Elate, an ability to spoof any email address and send email under any identity. Changeling. That means that emails cannot be used as evidence in court because they're not secure. Of course they will be used, just because, you know. For connecting to target phones. Hello, what's that box doing there? For connecting two target phones together in a call. The Imperial Barge. Yeah, right. Welcome to Insanity. In the past, we discussed about Tempora Operation, the massive tapping system conducted by Britain's government communications headquarters and revealed by The Guardian. Yeah, just remember they've got these vans now where they can use these special scanning cameras for seeing through your walls. There's no privacy. This last revelation on JTRIG's activities show that British intelligence, unlike the US one, is working to improve its capabilities for the control of the internet and any other channel of communication, because we can't let people communicate freely because that would be terrible. GCHQ refused to provide any comment on the revelation because that's what criminals do, because they're above the law. In accordance with a strict legal and policy framework. It acts in accordance with a strict legal and policy framework. Okay. And is subject to rigorous oversight by themselves. What do you think about that? Well, here are my notes and thoughts. Feel free to disagree. Who cares? Does anyone care anymore? Society is so self-obsessed and narcissistic that it doesn't really matter much to most people. Is privacy important to you? What do you think should be private? What shouldn't be private? Should the government be allowed to sniff through your digital data? Where's the line? At which point will you say no? As we have a nudge, a slow push system of incremental indoctrination, your line is probably constantly moving and you don't realize it. Is your PC really a personal computer? Of course not. Why should government care? You know, your computer can be hacked even if it's not online because of its Bluetooth capabilities. Why should the government care about what people want? Is it possible to give up privacy for security? In a word, basically no. Now, here's my final thought. I would not trust anyone I don't know with anything that is not theirs. So, my data belongs to me. That's it. The source of the article was, if I can find it, not the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Here we go, securityaffairs.co, where you can get more information. A link to this will be provided online. There's also a really good overview on the Intercept website, firstlook.org, an article written by Glenn Greenwald where he discusses the strategies used by this agency to alter online information. It's an interesting topic, don't you think? Or maybe not. Maybe you'd rather read about Britney Spears and the latest super cool rock album from some people you don't know, or some revolution in some country that you can't find, or read about somebody's lost dog. I don't know. If you found this interesting, let me know. If you would like us to explore other topics, let me know. If you didn't have breakfast this morning, don't let me know. If you would like more information about what we do, which hopefully you will, you can visit our home site www.nsa-slovakia.com. It's the Center for Educational Theory and Research. Or you can get in touch with us on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest. It's up to you. And if you are interested, we do now offer free HD Skype consultations for students, teachers and companies. So, if you are not sure about which exam to take or how to prepare for it, or if you need advice about teaching grammar or practical tips for the classroom, or if you want to know how to increase your firm's effectiveness through using language, we can help you. Just drop us a line, send us an email, and we will get back in touch with you and set up a session. This is about all we have time for today. Please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. Another post will be presented very soon, I hope. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.